Each planet in our solar system has its own unique and fascinating characteristics. When we examine them one by one, we encounter so many surprising details that it makes you wonder, if there are such strange and mysterious worlds just within our solar system, then what kinds of planets might exist out there in the rest of the universe? Today, we'll take a journey to one of the most extraordinary planets ever discovered, a world located about 41 light-years away from us. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like the video, and share your ideas in the comments for future topics. Now sit back, relax, and let's travel together to this fascinating alien world. First of all, this planet is located roughly 41 light-years away from Earth, in the direction of the Cancer constellation. Some of you might have already guessed which planet I'm talking about from these details alone. Yes, it's 55 Cancri e, a planet orbiting a sun-like star named 55 Cancri. This star system contains 5 planets, and 55 Cancri e is the innermost of them. The planet is about twice the size of Earth, but has a mass nearly 8 times greater. In other words, it's much denser, heavier, and far hotter than our home planet. The surface of 55 Cancri e is extremely hot, mainly because it orbits very close to its star. Its distance from the star is only 2.4 million kilometers. To give you an idea, in our own solar system, Mercury, the planet closest to the Sun, is about 58 million kilometers away. That comparison alone shows just how close 55 Cancri e really is to its star. Because of this extreme proximity, the surface temperature can rise up to 2,400 degrees Celsius, 4,350 degrees Fahrenheit. This means its atmosphere may be made of vaporized rocks, carbon, and possibly even metallic gases. Some scientists believe that its surface might host oceans of molten lava, boiling minerals, and even mountains made of liquid metal. However, the most striking thing about this planet isn't its incredible heat or its closeness to its star. It's something even more astonishing. According to research, 55 Cancri may actually be covered in diamonds. In a detailed study conducted in 2012 by scientists at Yale University, researchers discovered that the planet contains massive amounts of carbon deep within. Under extreme pressure and temperature, this carbon is believed to crystallize into diamond within the planet's interior. So if you could somehow dig deep into this planet's surface and somehow survive the conditions, you would eventually reach a layer filled with gigantic diamonds, or perhaps even a surface made entirely of diamond itself. Because of this, scientists have nicknamed it the Diamond Planet. There are so many diamonds on this planet that if we could somehow bring just a small portion of them back to Earth, diamonds would lose all their value overnight. Let me put it this way. If we managed to bring just one of the diamond mountains from this planet to Earth, the entire global economy would collapse instantly. Now, hearing that, many people naturally ask, if that's true, why don't scientists just go there? Why isn't there a mission being planned to reach this planet? Well, my friends, even if we somehow ignored the 41 light-year distance, there are still many factors that make visiting this planet completely impossible. At least for now. First of all, as we mentioned earlier, the surface temperature of 55 Cancri e is extremely high. No matter how advanced or durable our spacecraft or exploration probes are, they would melt and fail within moments of approaching the surface. And as for humans, there's absolutely no way to survive there. The atmosphere is so toxic that even the slightest leak in a spacesuit or a minor miscalculation in the oxygen balance would result in instant death from poisoning. Another major obstacle is the planet's enormous atmospheric pressure. The pressure on the surface is so intense that any landing craft would collapse and explode like a crushed tanker before even touching down. In addition, the planet is tidally locked to its star, meaning it always shows only one face to its sun, just like how the moon always shows the same face to Earth. Because of this, one side of the planet is in constant daylight, while the other side is trapped in eternal night. As you might imagine, this creates extreme temperature differences. One side burns in unbearable heat, while the other freezes in eternal darkness. Scientists believe that the planet's atmosphere is filled with fierce winds carrying streams of molten gas and magma from the hot side to the cold side. On the daylight side, lava boils and erupts, while on the night side, it cools and hardens. A cycle of destruction and renewal happening nonstop. Based on the data we currently have, this is the most likely scenario. In 2022, observations from the James Webb Space Telescope revealed that 55 Cancri e has an atmosphere rich in carbon dioxide, CO2, and carbon monoxide, CO. In other words, this planet's skies are filled with smoke and toxic gas, resembling a hellish inferno wrapped in mist. Some scientists even go further, suggesting that massive volcanic eruptions are constantly occurring on its surface, with lava fountains shooting out into space. So in a way, this planet represents both ultimate wealth and ultimate destruction. A world that offers unimaginable riches, but also an environment so deadly that no human could ever set foot there. If our technology continues to advance and we eventually develop the capability to mine this planet, diamonds might initially remain valuable. That's because the cost of developing the necessary technology, the ships, robots, and heat-resistant machines, would be astronomically high. Governments and private space companies would have to sell those diamonds at enormous prices just to recover their investment. But over time, as the costs are recouped and profits begin to rise, diamond prices would inevitably plummet, flooding the market with what was once the rarest and most precious gem. This makes 55 Cancri one of the most fascinating worlds ever discovered, not only for its internal composition and orbit, but also for what it reveals about the extremes of our universe. Of course, there are other planets just as strange, maybe even stranger. For example, the planet Gliese 436b, a world that is made of ice yet somehow burning at the same time. This planet was discovered in 2004, and from the very first moment it was found, it amazed everyone. Located about 33 light-years away from us, this planet lies in the Leo constellation. Some astronomers even refer to it as a hot Neptune, because although it's similar in size to Neptune, its surface temperature is extremely high. However, despite being about the same size as Neptune, its mass is only 22% of Neptune's mass. Another astonishing feature of this planet is its orbital period. It completes one full orbit around its star in just 2.6 days, meaning that 1 year on this planet lasts only 2.6 Earth days. But here's where things get truly strange. Even though the planet's surface temperature is around 430 to 440 degrees Celsius, it somehow still contains ice. And not some kind of fake or symbolic ice. It's real, solid ice made of water molecules. As you know, sometimes scientists describe alien worlds by using familiar Earth-like analogies. But in this case, the ice is literally the same kind of ice we have on Earth. So how is this even possible? How can a planet that hot still hold solid ice? Well, the reason behind this bizarre phenomenon is pressure. Inside this planet, there's such an immense gravitational pressure that even though the surface is scorching hot, the water molecules can't melt. The pressure is so intense that it compresses the ice, keeping it solid and frozen despite the incredible heat. But of course, the strange planets we've discovered so far are only a tiny fraction of what's out there. The universe is filled with billions of mysterious worlds, some we've already found, and many we haven't even imagined yet. If you'd like, I can make another video exploring many more of these bizarre and fascinating planets that exist across our universe. And that's all from me for today. As you can see, our solar system, our galaxy, and the entire universe are full of astonishing and unique worlds. We still don't have the technology to study them in detail or conduct experiments on those planets. But when that day finally comes, I'm sure we'll learn things even more extraordinary than what we know now. If we're lucky enough to be part of the generation that witnesses those discoveries, I promise I'll continue sharing them with you, explaining everything in the most scientific and fascinating way possible. But for now, that's all from me. I'm heading off to research the next video and gather reliable sources. Meanwhile, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like the video so it can reach more people, and leave a comment below with your thoughts and ideas about space, nature, or any mystery you'd like me to cover next. That's it for today. Take care, stay curious, and see you in the next one.